Hey guys, Romy here, and if you're a first-time viewer, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, please like this video and also leave a comment. So, of course, this is for Big Brother Season 18, Episode 12. And the episode starts off where it left off, being after the HOH competition was played. And so, again, Paulie is the HOH. So, congratulations to Paulie for that one. And the situation is Frank now has to go and see who's been lying to him, because the vote was 4-5, so it was pretty much a split vote. As close to a split vote period as you can get. And so now Frank is trying to see who in his particular alliance is not really for him. And I'm thinking, Frank, you're not dumb. You know Bridget is with you. You know Natalie's probably with you to keep Bronte. And then there are a couple of stragglers, so I'll give him that. Now, it's his job to figure out who's lying to him, You know, he's talking to everyone. He's talking to Nicole. You know, Nicole's putting on a good face as if she didn't do anything. He's talking to Paulie. Paulie's like, you know I want Tiffany out, so stop it. And it's true, Paulie did vote to get out Tiffany. Corey, on the other hand, did lie to Frank's face, so Frank is going to remember that. And of course, he's talking to Paul. He's talking to Bridget. Just in general, he's talking to Bridget. Now, the thing is with all of this, what's her name? Natalie is upset because her friend's gone, and now Natalie could be the next person. She could be the next target. James is trying to reassure her, but she just doesn't know at this point. Bridget is, again, doing her usual spy girl thing, and just kind of lurking everywhere and anywhere. And it's interesting because Frank goes to talk to Tiffany, and then this huge blowout occurs. And I was so upset at Da'Vonne, because last season Da'Vonne got out, what was it, week 2 or so? Because of the fact that people felt that she was too emotional, technically emotionally unstable for a game like this. Because she was too emotional, she was too honest, she was too brass. And then she slowly creeped into her old ways again by getting into an argument with Frank. With Frank, of all people. And it occurred because Frank was talking to Tiffany. Pretty much everything got put out there. Tiffany, when divulged the fact that Da'Vonne, in confidence, told her that everyone wants to get Frank out. Tiffany, for her part, wanted to get Frank out as well. So they thought that they were on the same side. As soon as Tiffany, because my whole thing is Tiffany, she messed up. It was entertaining for TV purposes, but she messed up because she showed that she really can't be trusted. And Frank already felt a certain way about Da'Vonne, and Da'Vonne already felt a certain way about Frank. So it wasn't that, okay, how dare you do this to me? It was more so, I thought we were technically cool and technically okay enough for this not to happen. You know, Da'Vonne doesn't really care about Frank, but the fact that Tiffany went and told Frank that Da'Vonne and the rest of the house wants him out, that reaffirmed his worst fear. And it was like, how in the hell is this happening when we talk and we're supposed to be good, type of thing. And I was upset at Tiffany because of the fact that, I'm like, are you really trusting Frank that much that you thought that you could go and just divulge this information to him? Again, it was great. It was great for TV purposes, but I was like, Da'Vonne, please breathe, because you cannot, Da'Vonne, just breathe. So she leaves. She comes back. She tells Frank off, and she leaves again. So she's telling Zakia, crap, I have to go and mend fences, or at least pretend to mend fences with Frank. So she goes and she talks to Frank. Essentially, Da'Vonne is still pretending like she still wanted to get Tiffany out, especially with Tiffany doing what she did. It's halfway believable. Frank doesn't believe it, but it's halfway believable. Da'Vonne assures us that she's really not here for Frank, but she has to go and do everything she can to make sure that he kind of believes that they're still working together. She basically tries to brush off the fact that, hey, yes, it was a split vote, and I know, but I'm not telling you who were the people that voted to keep Tiffany in the house. And not only that, here's the thing. I thought we were good. I thought we were good. Oh, how are we good when you went and said this and that? How are we good when you went and talked to her and say this and that? How do you expect me to go? Because Frank tried to flip the script, but Devon knew what it was. So she went and let Frank feel what he wanted to feel, which was reassurance of, you know, at the end of the day, this girl's crazy. You know, I talked to her in general, and she's going to go and report back to you? That's how you know she can't be trusted. I'm like, wait a minute, Devon, are you trying to flip to him the fact that, yeah, you said something to her, but the fact that she went back and told him about it meant that she can't be trusted? It's just like, we're supposed to have each other's back in this game. It's just like, I know. I'm like, Frank, wait, Frank, you're falling for this? No, he wasn't falling. Well, he was kind of falling for. I'm like, damn, Frank's kind of trusting. I didn't realize how trusting Frank actually is. So, again, Paulie doesn't have a problem taking out Frank, but he really wants to go and take out Tiffany, and he feels like this time around he'll have the support, because last time he was here for it and he tried to do it, but no one wanted to do it with him. This time around, he's HOH, so he's definitely going to put her up. Not only is he going to put her up, he expects the House to vote his way, especially since Tiffany blew up and showed that she can't be trusted. She's a ticking time bomb. She's her sister part 2. She's going to go and mess up everyone else's game and make it to the end. So that's what he's trying to put into everyone's mind. Devon just made peace with this girl, at least for now. But when Tiffany goes and walks into a room, she's still facing the same issue of no one's really talking to her. And she feels a certain way. I mean, because they were talking about you, of course they had to stop talking. They all can't collectively have some symbiotic thought and figure out, okay, this is what we're going to talk about. It says that she's about to come in the room. No, that's not what happens. So everyone starts to leave the room. Of course, Devon and Tiffany haven't talked yet after Tiffany went and divulged certain pieces of information. So it makes sense that Devon, even James leaving the room. But Zakiya left the room as well. Corey left the room. And that just left Nicole. And so Nicole is just like, no, don't worry about it, Tiffany. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. And she felt a certain way because she was just like, you know, every time I leave a room, every time I enter a room, people leave a room, people don't talk. Of course, because you're not dumb. You know they're talking about you. And Tiffany, she goes and she talks to Natalie. Natalie has her back and Natalie shows her support because, you know, at the end of the day, no one wants to see anyone have a real mental breakdown. They like to rattle you sometimes, but they're not evil. So Natalie just assures her that, you know, I don't have anything against you, and she doesn't. So if you need anyone to talk to, I'm here for you. And so that's all nice and well and good. But Frank goes and he's talking with Bridget, and he's just like, dang, you know, you're the only one that I trust in this house, and that they're all crazy. It's funny how as soon as Bridget stops being HOH, it's almost like she's not in the house. And as soon as Paul stops yammering off at the mouth, it's like he's not even in the house. I mean, that because he doesn't have a storyline anymore. That's the thing. He doesn't have a storyline anymore, so it's just like, he could float. He could float if he really wanted to at this point. They have to watch out for Paul. Frank talks with, let's call her Vanessa, Tiffany. And so Tiffany's just like, Frank, do not trust any of them. Do not trust Paulie. Do not trust Nicole. Don't trust any part of that house because they're really not here for you. And Frank didn't realize how deep it was. He didn't realize that every single person that he thought he was aligned with aren't here for him and want him out. And he believes Tiffany because it was a split vote. So 5 people had to vote to take out Bronte. And while they were talking, Devon pops in and she walks right back out of the room. And it was just like, oh, it's on. How they play this is going to be interesting. They can either play this really well or mess up. So guess who comes in the room afterwards? Nicole mysteriously pops up in the room pretending like she's gonna take a nap in the room. And I'm like, Nicole, so you just talked about, Tiffany, you just talked about Nicole, and now Nicole goes to check up on you and to see how things are going. Oh, Lord Jesus, Nicole, how stupid do you think Tiffany is? And Devon comes in to talk to Tiffany to see what's up, and Tiffany didn't want to talk. Well, no, Tiffany wanted to talk, so Devon's like, well, just come and talk with me in 10 minutes. Because Devon knows that she needs to do damage control. And Nicole gets irritated because she's upset, she's infuriated that Tiffany would have the audacity to go and question why she would want to speak to her now. And it makes sense because it's like, wait a minute. So all of you guys want to talk to me now when you never want to talk to me right now. You're so transparent. I mean, you don't realize how much of a hole you're digging yourself in this house because you keep doing stuff like this and you can't be trusted. Now, Tiffany goes and she talks with Devon, and initially the conversation is just like, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's gully, what's real. Tiffany, Zakiya comes in, and you have Nicole and Paul listening outside the door, and Zakiya is just like, what's good, what's the problem? I came in to check on you to see if there was an issue. Is there an issue? Yeah, it's an issue. It's clearly an issue because you're crying, you have a problem. So it's like, well, you have a problem. I have a problem because people only want to talk to me when they want information from me, but they never talk to me just to talk to me in this house in general. So that's why I have a problem. So then Zakiya's just like, I'm not going to talk. I don't know who you think. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not going to talk to you when you're acting like this. So then she starts to cry. She starts to do the typical Vanessa thing. And that's when Zakiya's just like, okay, I'm gone. Peace out. Devon was cackling. She had to hold it in, though, because Tiffany couldn't see her, so it was a good thing that she held it in. Devon, shout out to you, because you spanned this thing like no other. First, you partially spanned something with Frank, then you spanned this thing with Tiffany, because Tiffany needed someone there for her. So Devon's just like, at the end of the day, like I said before, I don't want to see anyone have a real mental breakdown. This is a game. This is what it is. And so Devon's just like, look, Tiffany, this is a game. You can't keep working yourself up like this because it's going to mess up your game. You can't get mad and frustrated and just vent and say whatever you say and feel and blow up other people's games, because then how can you expect others to want to work with you or even trust you? And she's just like, I know. Look, at the end of the day, you have to play this game for you, and you can't just play it emotionally. You have to play it strategically. This is just a game. This is just a game. And then it was just like, I can't believe, of all people, you told Frank. And it's like, I get it. You feel like you're a free agent and all of that. But we're supposed to be working together on some level. We successfully kept you in the house this week. And then you went and told Frank everything. So now it's like, damn, we're still going to try and get him out. But you doing what you did made things so worse for us. During the nominations for the block, Paulie put up Tiffany and Natalie. Natalie is just collateral damage because there was really no one else that he could put up because he has some type of attachment to everyone else. So to be safe, he put up Natalie. Now he put up Tiffany because he's just like, look, I know you've been gunning for me. I personally don't know where you stand. You're pretty much a free agent. You'll blow up other people's games. It's only a matter of time. You'll work with this side of the house. You'll work with that side of the house. You cannot be trusted. So this season is really interesting because there's a lot of people are very transparent. They're very transparent, very blunt, and very honest. And so even though morally that's cool, for game purposes, that sucks. So Tiffany again talks to Frank, and Tiffany was just like, again, reaffirming, you cannot trust those people. You cannot trust the other people inside the house. You can't trust Paul. You can't trust Corey. You can't trust Nicole. Because that's who Frank thought, aside from Bronte, that he could trust the most. And Tiffany's just letting him know, they all wanted you out. They all wanted you out. So now it's BB Roadkill time. And of course, Paulie goes up first. And the BB Roadkill, it's not smell you later. It's air freshener. Whatever the damn thing's called. And, basically, you're in this RV, there's 1,000,001 different smells, and the fart and poop sounds, I was just like, oh, this is so disgusting. Oh, this is gross. Now, the name of the game is to go and make sure that you end up putting these air fresheners, you know, they're red, blue, yellow, and green, and you have to put it in that order, the air fresheners. The person, and if one drops, then it's out of play. Now, the person with the most air fresheners up and the certain amount of time wins. And so it looked, again, everyone does the usual monologue of why they need to win. And essentially it's just like, I have to secure my safety, and Tiffany can't win. She's not trusted. I have to secure my safety. Tiffany can't win. She can't be trusted. Devon wanted to win because even though she just smoothed things out with Tiffany, she doesn't trust Tiffany because Tiffany just blew up her game. Frank realizes he can't trust anyone. So now everyone goes to see if they won or not. If they won or not. No, 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 no. Yes! And Tiffany won. So of course, I'm thinking right now, the only reason why I'm happy about this is because Tiffany is a free agent. Even though Paulie's kind of a free agent, there's still people willing to work with him. No one's really willing to work with Tiffany. They're just more so trying to use her. And so, I like the fact that Tiffany does hold some type of power in the house now, and that she's like the game maker, because she's the only one that isn't aligned to anyone. So she's willing to really shake things up and make things interesting from a viewer's perspective. So at this time, everyone's trying to figure out, okay, who actually won? Who actually won? Who actually won? Tiffany is the one who actually won, but they're not going to know that. They're not going to know that until 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Tiffany actually goes and tells Frank, and she converses with Frank, and Bridget's just like, okay, so who do you think I should put up? And so Tiffany's thinking of putting up either Corey or Nicole, and she's like, damn, she really wants Corey out, but she's like, do I need to backdoor Corey in order to get him out of the game? And it's just like, I don't know. But yeah, Tiffany goes and tells Devon, which is great because by her telling Devon's just like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. The girl clearly trusts me enough to go and keep this information. And I love what Devon said next. Devon said, I'm not telling anyone. Because Devon, you're also really, honestly, you're really just playing on your own in this game. So you need to stop going and being aligned with your team and spewing stuff to them. They do not need to know everything. This is on a need-to-know basis. If they get offended, oh well. Oh well. This is the time where your team is already dissolving, and it's only a matter of time before they really try to target you. So during the BB Roadkill, Corey is officially nominated, and Corey's just like, you know, Corey is level-headed. He's pretty much an even keel type of personality. So he's going to go and he's just going to stay calm, cool, and collected. He's not going to act out of character because that's the fastest way for people to decide, you know what, I'm kicking your butt out. Nicole feels a certain way because not just that Corey is potentially being evicted out of the house. She knows that it's only a matter of time that she could be next, since they're clearly targeting the person that she's chosen to play within the house. Paul is happy, but he's not sure how long this is going to last. Paulie's like, okay, you may not have gone out now, but you will eventually. I still can't believe how Devon and Frank had that fight. I mean, that was amazing. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week.